Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this, a brand new day. I gotta start off with a couple things. I'm not doing well mentally. My depression is like really, really bad. I'm gonna talk about that in just a moment, but first off, of course, the non-depressing things, sort of. There's Spider back here. When I came in this morning, she was back there in her sky mansion with her egg sac. But as I move around, she apparently has very good eyesight and a keen sense of threat assessment. So within a few moments of my being in here and moving, she hides back behind the bookcase to be safe. So thumbs up on that. Definitely a good thing. And my kitty cat, she's still alive, and little ghost runs around, and so there's good things. It's definitely a good thing. I have mentioned that I've been on a biochemical roller coaster ride of late, and I've gotten good at my depression using behavioral techniques at figuring out when I'm getting into the roller coaster car to have the ride downward, and being able to break the cycle of thoughts and get out. Other times I'm okay at recognizing when I'm in the car and the trip is starting and I can stop the car and get out. And then there's times like this past thing that's been happening where lots and lots of little things, so things are happening but they're not anything I can really point to and say this is what's causing this. But at the same time, I do have one thing that I can point to and say, finally, it's not helping my mental status, and a lot of people on YouTube have felt this, but it's YouTube that is also a part of my depression issue. And I'll explain what that is, why, because if you're dependent even a little bit on YouTube for any sort of money, then you worry because you need that money and you need the algorithm to treat you nicely. Well, I've been on the wrong side of the algorithm for a very long time, and that's life, but even a year ago, I was getting like 400 views on a video. Now I struggle to get even 100 views on a video. And since I was fired from my multi-channel network thing, I don't get paid monthly. I get paid when YouTube breaks the threshold, and then they take their cut and send me the rest. So I used to get like $20-30 every month. Didn't do a lot, but it was a little bit from YouTube every single month. Now I'm going to get paid a little bit less frequently, because it's going to be 3 or 4 or 5 months before I break that threshold, and then they take their cut and they send me the rest, and so that doesn't help, and so I'm not feeling too good about that altogether. But again, that's just a minor thing and everyone worries about that. But part of the YouTube algorithms is if you have X number of subscribers, you should have X number of views. Like my channel here, this main channel with 218,000 subscribers, I should be getting like 21,000 views on a video. Like I say, I struggle to get 100. So YouTube is not going to recommend this channel because my subscribers don't watch, so obviously the stuff isn't any good, so why tell the world about it? So I decided to make up the new channels to try and do stuff there. So I got my reaction channel, 600 people that have subscribed, and that's nice. Thank you each and every person that has. And at the same time, YouTube is not going to be recommending that channel either, because I have 600 subscribers and I'm getting like 7 views on a video. That is 1.6% of my subscriber base watches my videos. YouTube is not going to recommend that, because if my subscribers don't want to watch it, then no one else will, according to the algorithm, so they're not going to show anybody and let them know it's there. So yeah, it's depressing, and I'm not feeling too good about things, and it's helping to drag down my mental status here. I mean, I do this for my mental health, but also I am not totally dependent on the money that I get, but the money that I get from my Patreon.com patrons, from YouTube itself helps keep me alive in eating food. And right now, with the pandemic, my housemates are not employed. And they are struggling to get any of the bills paid. And I'm struggling just because I pay the rent and then I don't have any money to eat. So I can't just stop making videos because I need the money, but I'm not getting views, so I'm not getting money, and I'm doing it for my mental health. But right now, watching my channel circle the drain is not helping my mental health. YouTube keeps telling me quite loudly and insistently on an almost daily basis now, sit down and shut up. Nobody cares about your stuff. Nobody watches it. We don't care about your stuff. Nobody watches it. So it's painful, and my mental status is not doing well because of that. Again, I do this for my mental health because I need form and structure in a formless and structureless life. But I'm also pouring a lot of energy into something that's just dying fast and hard. So I don't know what to do. I could change up my content, but I've done that, and you know what's happened? Generally, either I've performed even worse or just the same. So changing up the content doesn't do anything either. So I am depressed, and I don't know what to do, and it hurts mentally. So yay, and I just thought I'd fill you in on what's going on because I use my vlogging as a form of diary, and thank you for that. Thank you for watching and listening and such. It is appreciated, each and every one of you, even when I talk about depressing things. So let me try and talk about other things that aren't depressing, because while that's bad, it's not the whole of everything. And for anybody that watches my videos, the average length of people watching my videos is like less than 2 minutes. So if you've made it past the 2-minute mark, thank you so very much. It is appreciated to no end. As a quick aside on that one too, because that's actually not just a me thing, the average view length for any video, for any person, is like 3 minutes. Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, any of the other popular viewers, the average time that people watch is 3 minutes. And that's why so many YouTubers preload so much stuff into the beginning, because they want you to watch that part, because the odds are you're not going to watch the rest. But I was watching this one video where I finally quit after like 4 minutes, because it was no personal stuff, just okay, quick. If you like this thing, sub. If you like the thing, hit this. If you do this, do that. Hey, I've got a Patreon. I do this, I do that, and then straight into a sponsorship. Nothing personal. And at the 4-minute mark, it was still in that. So yeah, I quit, because I'm not going to sit there for like 5 minutes of preloaded commercials just so I can watch the rest of your video. So in that particular case, you gotta front load your stuff to get people to watch it, but you front load it with too much stuff and no one's gonna watch it. YouTube is a very fickle mistress. Thumbs up for that. But again, if you are watching, thumbs up and thank you so much. Maybe I should cut my vlogs in half. Maybe I should do, I don't know. We shall see though. I say as well, really quick, that I thank 20 to 25 people in my comments, because I used to have so many commenters every single day that I had to stop at 25, because I'd have 50, 75 comments. Now I get 25 comments like every 4 or 5 days. So, yeah. But anyway, cosmic horror stuff, because why not? Nobody else. No, I'm depressed, and I apologize for that. There is one thing as well, where there is now an even greater level of startup needed if you're going to be doing YouTube. Now you have to have money if you want to do a YouTube channel. Admitted, most people have money, but a lot of people don't. Like, it's only been fairly recently that I've gotten a mobile phone. It's not a smartphone, but it's a mobile phone. But I have to keep it now. I have to. So I have to pay for it every single month now without fail. Because YouTube, if you want to get paid, you have to have two-step verification. They have to be able to send you a text, and then you have to send the text back to show that it's you. If you can't afford a phone, if you're so hurting that you can't even afford a phone, so that you can do that, you are now no longer allowed on YouTube coming in November. You've got to be able to do that to sign in to YouTube to be able to do things to like upload. And if you can't, then you're shut out. So if I ever become poor enough that I can't upgrade my, not upgrade, but pay for another month on my phone, then I'm gone. I won't be able to sign in. I won't be able to upload. And if I lose my phone and I lose the phone number, I'll never be able to sign in again, because they'll send a text to that phone that I don't have. And I'll never be able to return that text because I don't have that phone number. So if I vanish, it's not even because of health. It's just because I don't have money. And right now, I am struggling each month to eat food. I am struggling. If it weren't for you people out there helping me out, I wouldn't be able to feed my cat and me. I'm almost at the point where I'm not going to be able to pay rent. So now I got to pay for a phone if I want to get paid through YouTube. There is a poverty tax in the United States. If you are poor, you have to pay a lot. And I'm at the point where if my computer breaks, that's it. I'm gone off YouTube because I can't afford to repair anything on my computer. If my consoles break, that's it. They're gone. I can't afford to replace them. I can't afford food. I can't afford to pay for the medications I'm getting without not paying things like rent. So if I vanish, I'm sorry, but I'm poor, really, really poor. And if the poverty tax in the U.S. keeps getting worse, as it has been, I'm going to be vanishing. But I wanted to try and talk about non-depressing things. So once again, if you're still watching, thank you so very, very much. It is appreciated. There was cosmic horror stuff that I did want to talk about. Because still, when I talked about Gamagaratsu yesterday of the cosmic horror stuff, that was just one part of the question. The other question was like, is there higher places? Is there higher beings? The beings that made the city, that has its foundation sunk into our multiverse. I have spoken metaphorically how it's only metaphorical. It's only figurative. It's a manner of speaking. It's just making it so that it fits for people because we do not have the senses or minds to fully understand what's going on. But effectively, like our electromagnetic range is, we have a small range that we can see from, but it's huge, the electromagnetic range. Effectively, each higher level of reality has a higher wavelength, and that our entirety frequency, our entire electromagnetic wavelength frequency, the thing, is just the functional equivalent of the visible light spectrum for the next level up, and it just keeps doing that. Each level upward, there's more. The people that made the city were like 5, 6, 7 levels up from even the cosmic horrors. So the cosmic horrors do not even have the senses or any such to be able to see them and interact with them. And your reality, when you move upward like that, you can only affect so far up, so far down. So like your window of reality travels upward, and so the builders are way up here and we're way down here. We can't even see them. Amagaratsu and others don't even know they're there. As a quick aside, when the makers of the city built this infinitely large city with an infinite amount of resources, able to house an infinite number of people, they were also fully capable of creating an infinite number of people to live in the city. The people that lived in the city before Amaterasu showed up and they evacuated, were they a different race? Or did just the makers of the city make them too, as part of a proof of concept? Hard to say. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments, and there are about 10 people in the last 24 comments that left comments. So I'm going to go through and thank each one of those people. Thank you very, very much. It is appreciated to no end. We have Johnny the Raccoon Boy, thumbs up and thank you. Some Anthem, greatly appreciated. Mary Songstress with a bunch of 3s instead of E's, thumbs up and thank you. Stinky Brick Films, greatly appreciated. Moises LOM, thumbs up. Toy Xiao, I'm nowhere close, but thank you. And Gab Estrada, greatly appreciated. Johnny K, did I already thank you? No, thank you very, very much. Greatly appreciated. Colin Reisner, thumbs up. Favel, greatly appreciated. Oh, look at that, 11 people. Firetail, greatly appreciated. Each and every person that took the time to leave a comment. Thank you, each and every one of you. You get me out of my head and into the world and dealing with real people. Definitely a thumbs up. If you could check out my various links wherever they happen to be on whatever device you're watching. I have things like Twitter and Facebook and Patreon.com. And if you could become a Patreon.com patron, like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. Literally, you are the reason that I'm not like starving or homeless. And it is appreciated to no end. If you'd like to help me out without becoming a patron, I do have a PayPal link down below. It would be nice if someone could help. You do not have to. I'm really hurting, but you do not have to. If you could check out the Amazon wish list, that would be cool. It has things like cat food. I'm doing okay for cat food at the moment. Thank you, cost engineers. Now, how did I do that? Because I derailed myself again. Of course, if you cannot do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled and cannot donate to reasonably. Do not donate. I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest. So thank you very much. And if you could toss me a like, I do appreciate the positive validation I get from my existence. Definite thumbs up. And of course, if you could hit the notification bell on the subscription button, that would be very cool. Greatly appreciated. Well, shuckle my duckle. I am incredibly depressed, but I'm going to keep doing as best as I can. I mean, YouTube, as stated, keeps telling me to shut up and sit down, but I can be stubborn, and I still need the form and structure in an otherwise formless and structureless life. So at least until I can't afford it anymore, I'm going to keep making videos. The Covfefe bug is still raging out of control around the world, so if you have to go out, please wear a mask, practice your social distancing, wash your hands often, try not to touch your face, get vaxxed if you can. I'm vaxxed. I'm planning on getting the booster when it becomes available. Be smart, be safe, stay safe. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and even though I'm massively depressed, that is a very good thing.